ZBTR TV presents Conversations with Mhambi.
Empowering the future, strengthening democracy, and building a vibrant civic culture among Zambia's youth.
Tune in every third Saturday of the month as I host young, vibrant Zambian guests discussing matters of national interest. Good morning and welcome to Conversations with Mhambi, where Zambia's young voices share ideas that shape our nation's future. I'm your host, Mhambi Musonda.
Hello, everyone. This is Conversations with Mhambi. We're so glad that you could join us again on this Saturday. I'm excited to be sharing with you today an inspiring story. This is a young man who was a young leader, and he also is an author. And he's going to be sharing with us. We're going to engage in a conversation about his book and about his leadership skills and about what brought him to this moment. So I would like for all of you to join, subscribe, tell everyone that Conversations with Mhambi is on the air, and make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and like on Facebook. I'm glad to introduce Mr. Chanda, Prosper Blessings, who is going to share with us as we engage in this conversation. Mr. Chanda, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
How are you doing, brother? Good. I'm doing great. Well, first of all, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's a lot of work to to be on the show. So thank you very much. I'm excited to have you on. I know. So just tell our viewers a little bit about who you are, your name, your age, and what you do. I said, tell our viewers about who you are.
Chanda from Wapra province. Okay, my name is Blessing Chanda Prosper, all the way from Wapra province, Mansa. Currently, I'm a student at the Mansa College of Education. I'm doing a diploma in computer science and mathematics. And I'm the author, a storyteller. Not only that, I'm also a programmer. Yes, that's what I can say about myself.
Wow. So you're studying mathematics, but you've decided to go into literature. You've decided to go into literature. You're writing a book. So my first question is, what inspired you to write the book? Your book is called The Motherland. So what inspired you to write a book? Tell us about the book. What is it about, and what inspired you to write it?
Okay. First, I'll start with the title. Motherland. Actually, this title, this book is talking about the place where we belong. So Motherland is the place where the place of origin. So for me, what really inspired me to write this book is because I've seen a lot of young people like myself who have been going through a lot, frustration, feeling that maybe they are not valuable in society. So no wonder I came up with this book, because it talks about resilience, and also it's talking about hope to young people, and also speaking on behalf of those students, those young people who feel like their voices are unheard, mostly unheard, but they have potential to change their communities. And it also speaking loud to those maybe who are in a diaspora, those who have gone abroad. Like they need to come back and develop their motherland, the place of origin, the place of culture, the place of identity. So that's really inspired me to come up with this book.
So I like what you said, inspiring those in the diaspora and inspiring those at home to come back to their motherland. Why do you think it's important for young people to have a sense of of culture and of history?
Actually, it's so important, one, to know where they are coming from. Like I remember when I was very young, my mother used to tell me a lot about our origin, like our clans, all those things. Because when you know where you are coming from, they say there's a proverb in Bemba, they say to say, Akamana akaraventro karakama. Meaning when you forget the origin, it will be very difficult for you to rise. If you forget your roots, it will be very difficult for you to to succeed in whatever you are doing. So it's very important as young people as we are to understand or to know where we are coming from, so that when we develop our motherland, it will be very easy for us even to succeed in whatever we are doing, because motherland is the one that gave us the name, is the one that gave us birth.
Wow. What does this title, what does this book mean to you personally? You sort of talked about it, but what does it mean to you personally? And what does it mean for Zambia as a whole?
Actually, I'll start with personally, then I'll come to Zambia. Actually, this book, at my personal level, like I've gone through a lot. Yeah, I've gone through a lot where maybe being a student and also growing up in Wapula, where we have less opportunities like young people. We have a few things that we can point at to say those things are helping us as young people. But after growing in Wapula and also growing with a single mother, I lost my father, I think, when I was 2 years. So we've been struggling with my mother, taking us to school, all those things. So after going through those things, then I thought like the young people who might or who are going through what I went through. So I think it's high time that I need to motivate them. It's high time that I need to write about this book so that they know to say, despite where you are coming from, you can come from poor family, you can be an orphan, but you need to believe to say one day I'll become somebody in future. One day something will happen. So personally, this book, it has helped me to believe that no matter what you are going through today.
Wow, thank you. I think that is very inspiring. So my next question is, you sort of talked about your experience, you talked about your personal experience. What was there a defining moment in your life that made you say that this book has to be written? Well, it appears that we have that we are having some technical difficulties. So, Blessings, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Hello. We will take a break and come right back.
Hey Zambia, are you ready to kickstart your Saturdays with insightful conversations, unmissable guests, and all the trending topics you need to know? Then you have to tune into the ZBTR TV show. It's an electrifying show.
Sorry, we had experiencing some network issues. Can you hear us good?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sure. You talked about writing the book, and you talked about unheard voices. Why do you feel that so many young people feel overlooked? Why do you think that so many young people feel overlooked in their journeys, in their stories?
Actually, I think on the same yesterday I was watching one of the interviews that you had with a certain lady, the one who is doing art. She's an artist.
Yes.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I've seen many young people, because I'm also young, and I've seen the potential that young people have. So if those are potential that if we utilize those kind of potentials, you find that we are able to develop the nation. Like I'm talking about Luapula province because that's where I'm staying, and that's where I am from. So when you talk about Luapula, like we have many people with a lot of vision. Many people are trying, working very hard, but you find that their voices mostly are neglected. So it's high time that their voices, there are few things that, like maybe there are few things that can be represented on their behalf, but you find that their voices mostly are net. Okay,
yeah.
So I thought like this book for in Zambia, young people, it's a voice for young. They look down on themselves, and also we have many issues of suicide cases. So for me, I thought like maybe those people, for them to reach that level, maybe they think that maybe the world or the nation count on them, or the nation is not counting on them. So I thought like maybe if I write this book, the time they'll read this book, they'll feel motivated and they'll count on themselves. They'll start believing themselves to say, okay, I think for me to be alive, I still have the future. I still have potential to change maybe to contribute to the change.
What are some of the problems that you have faced in your community in Luapula province? You talked about, it doesn't have a lot of opportunities compared to other provinces. So what kind of problems have you guys faced over there?
Okay, actually, I will start with when I completed school, I was applied to go to Mukuba University. So after I went there, I was accepted. So I went there. Yeah, I went there to do biomedicine. But you find that transport, like someone to go to Copper Belt or to Lusaka, if they want maybe to do their tertiary level, like maybe they want to do medicine, they want to do other programs, you find that for them to travel, they need transport money. They need to be, they need many things for them to settle maybe in Copper Belt or other provinces. But for example, if I have a university in Luapula province, because we don't have a public university in Luapula province, if we have a public university in Luapula province, you find that these young people will be pursuing their careers, they will be pursuing their programs within Luapula province. And that will attract a lot of investors, a lot of local businesses who benefit from the same. Not only that, we also lack some industry, like we don't have industries where young people need to be observed. You find that we don't have many industries in Luapula. We don't have factories. We have few, I would say, few opportunities in terms of, I believe in young people creating opportunities, but sometimes environment that will belong also matters. You can create an opportunity for yourself, you can push on your own, but still the environment itself is not allowing you to do that. So that's what I've seen. So we've lacked some factories, we've lacked a public university. So someone maybe to pursue their career or their tertiary level, they need to travel. And traveling and going and staying elsewhere, it needs maybe a lot of resources, a lot of money, a lot of transport for them to go there and settle.
Yeah, that's true. So I know you do a lot of youth leadership work in the community. So sort of explain what kind of work you do, what kind of groups you work with outside of your writing and your schoolwork.
Yes.
Yeah, I was asking. I know you do a lot of work outside, school and your writing. So what kind of groups are you involved with, in your local community to help the youth?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I said what kind of groups are you involved with outside of school to help that help young people in your community?
Okay, so first at college, I'm serving as a college secretary under Student Representative Council. I'm the college secretary there. And also I've joined a youth organization, Luapula Youth Connect Initiative, Luapula. It's an organization. You can hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Okay. So, yes, I can hear you.
Wonderful. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Sure. So my next question is, in sort of writing this book, why or what is it that stops young people from stepping into their full potential, in your opinion?
I can't get you. What's the question?
I said, what is it that stops young people, in your opinion, in writing this book and your work in the community? What is it that stops young people from stepping into their full potential?
Okay. I can't say it's government. No, the government is just okay. But mostly it's lack of, the government is okay. And the current government that we're having here in Zambia is promoting young people to do those kind of things. But you find that the environment itself is not allowing young people maybe to reach their potential. Apart from that, also we've lacked some.
Let's go to a commercial break and then we'll come back.
Hey Zambia, are you ready to kickstart your Saturdays with insightful conversations, unmissable guests, and all the trending topics you need to know? Then you have to tune into the ZBTR TV show. It's an electrifying show every single Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. From current affairs to lifestyle, entertainment, and everything in between, we're your go-to source for vibrant discussions that matter to you. Mark your calendars. Every Saturday, 9 a.m. CST. Join the ZBTR TVS show live stream and be part of something amazing. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Most of our viewers are not subscribed, and we really want you to be part of our growing community. Also, give us a follow on our social media platforms to stay updated throughout the week.
Can you hear us, my friend? I know we've had some network troubles.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, that's good. I know the network has been an issue. So your book emphasizes, rising beyond limitations. How did you overcome your own limitations? You talked about it, your father died early. How did you overcome your own limitations, and how did that, help you?
Actually, the main anchor in this, I can just say my mother, has been a anchor to us as our children. And also, church has played a big role in terms of, you know, penetrating all those, I can say, obstacles. Yeah. And also focus and determination. It has also played a big role in grit, where you need to become somebody. Like if the time you want maybe to give up, you think about someone to say, okay, if I give up today, who is going to take care of my mother? So that has been a hunger to me, and it has been a fuel of pushing me to do things that other people have never even do. Because when you talk about writing a book here in Wapula, it's so difficult. So I've received a lot of questions, like people asking me questions, how did you manage? And the time I started writing this book, I've been visiting offices, like you go to them, you explain your situation, you tell them to help you so that you finish this project. You find that they're just, when you go to them, the secretary will just delay you, telling you, okay, come back tomorrow. You go back, again, they'll push you to another day. You go again, they'll push you to another day. Until I just reached a point to say, I think it's high time that I need to do these things on my own. There are few people who are going to believe you when you're starting things, but after everything is done, that's when now they'll come on support and say, okay, we knew that these things will happen. So my mother, church, God, determination, it had made me to keep on going despite those obstacles.
What do you hope people learn from this book?
It has a lot of messages. This book, it has a lot of messages. It's not a political book, no, but it's the book that is speaking loud. Like I'll talk about, there is a chapter in the same book which I've entitled Against Odds. Against odds, meaning this chapter is talking about what people go through. Okay, you can go through persecution, you can go through rejection, people can reject you, but what you need to do, number one, you need to believe in God. Number two, you need to believe in yourself and know what you want at the end of the day. So the main things that are in that book, the main messages that young people need to learn. Not only young people, even old people, they can learn something from this book. There are times where maybe you are old, you know, they try maybe to reject you. So it's high time that people need to believe in themselves. It's high time that people need to know to say, okay, despite what I'm going through now, there is still a future. There is a bright future ahead of me. So there are many messages that are in this book, and the main thing that people will learn in this book. It's a book of identity. There's also culture, where young people need to learn their culture. It's a book that's talking about resilience. We have women, like mothers, who've been maybe widowed, maybe the husband is dead, or the husband was dead, then maybe she has been neglected by maybe the family of the husband. So the book is trying to explain real struggle and real struggles. Yeah, that people go through, like what mothers go through maybe after the husband is gone. So it's the book that is encouraging women, that is encouraging fathers, that is encouraging youths, those who feel like maybe me, I'm an orphan, I can't do anything. Then you keep on more like praising that thing of, no, me, I'm an orphan, you can't push, you can't do anything. So this book is telling you to say, despite you being an orphan, you have what it takes to become a president tomorrow, to become an engineer today, to become a doctor today. So this book, it has carried a lot of things because I've gone through a lot. So it's carrying some experience, what I went through, and what I've observed and what I've seen. So it's kind of a lot of stories. It's containing a lot of experience, what I've observed and what I've seen, and putting them together so that we come up with one story so that young people can be encouraged maybe through my story or other people who are featured in the same book, other experiences.
Wow, that is very powerful. That is very, very powerful. You talked about identity, and you talked about how your book is a book of discovery. How can young people, or how did you discover your own voice?
Discovering your own voice is something that I can say is kind of spiritual, but with a lot of encouragement and mentorship, you find yourself discovering your own voice. So for me, what I would say is that when I was in grade 10, I started thinking of writing a book. After seeing what my mother went through, what we went through, the time my father died, the mistreatment that my father's side gave us. So after seeing all those things, then I was like, I think I need to write a book. I need to talk about what my mother went through, what I've gone through. I think I need to write the book. I need to be maybe the voice of Luapula province. So from there, it was so challenging where maybe you try to explain to other people, believing in you, tell them to say, okay, I want to start writing a book. Then they look at you and tell you to say, stop dreaming. You can't write a book. But that's a dream. You can't write a book. But through persistence, I just started it's now 1 year. Yeah, it's now 1 year since I started drafting everything. I drafted the book and all those things. You go to some people, you ask them, okay, what should I do? They'll just look at you. You stop dreaming. Can you write a book? Only professors are the one who can write the book. You can't write anything. But through persistence and dreaming to say, I think what we've gone through, I believe to say my message or what I've written in this book will help somebody in future. Let me just go and write this book. Despite, negative comments, people will discourage you, you can't manage, financial constraints, all those things, the environment itself in Luapula, we don't have any publishing house where you can go and publish. So doing all those things, we need to do them from Lusaka. Even editing, printing, everything is in Lusaka. So, and I'm working with people that I've never seen. We are just talking on phone, sending the manuscript, editing and also on phone without even meeting them. So it's also a challenge and also trust issues. You think can I trust this person that I've never seen? So,
how did you stay motivated throughout that? Because that's a real challenge. How did you stay motivated?
Actually, I have a certain sister, Ivarin. She's in Zambia. There's Zambia within Luapula province. Yeah. So she has already there's Zambia where there's Bangweuru. Yeah, she has written a book, The Resilient. You've heard of Bangweuru?
Yes.
Okay. You need to visit Bangweuru. So she has written a book, The Resilient Widow. So after she launched the book, so that's when I saw her post. Then after seeing her post, that's when I got connected to her. We started talking. She was the one who even connected me to the same publishing house that published a book. So from there, that's when I managed to publish the book. Yeah. So right now, another challenge that we're having is the challenge on launching, launching the same book. How are we going to launch the book? That's why now the challenge is coming in now. The financial constraints and everything now. We need to put everything together so that we launch the same book.
Wow. It is tougher than it seems. It is tougher than it seems. Wow. I mean, this is very inspiring. So let me just say that. Was there a chapter that was difficult for you to write when you were writing?
Yes, there's a chapter that is so difficult for me to write.
What was it?
There's a chapter. Yeah, there's a chapter, The Cry of the Community. So that Cry of the Community, it sounds political. Yeah, it sounds political, I should say it. So in that chapter, there are many things that we've lacked as a province. I've talked about many things that we've lacked as a province for many years. And I've also suggested what should be done for our province to reach that level other provinces have. So in that chapter, it sounds political. Now, the world that we are in, talking about those things, it might sound political in the sense that it can even cost your life if you're not careful. So that chapter was so difficult, but I had no option but to write about it. I was like, no, what will come, but let me write about this chapter, the cry of the community. So in that cry of the community, I've talked about many things. I've talked about the cry of Luapula province. I've talked about the cry of the village that I'm from, Salula village. I've talked about many things, the spark battery. I've talked about spark battery, Luapula being a university, improving the tourism part of Luapula. We have Bangweulu, improving traditional. We have tradition like we have Mutuna Mpanga, we have Chabukabaushi, we have Mutomboko ceremony. But I've talked about how we can improve those things so that it become more attractive, so that even other people from other countries, they can come and host those traditional ceremonies. But again, it will come with improved road, improved improved of I would say maybe we build more infrastructure so that other people can come and visit Luapula. Because there's a misconception where people have about Luapula. They will say, there is only witchcraft that is there, but it's not like that. We have many things that people can we have many things that people can learn, or people that can watch. We have potential maybe to host many investors here in Luapula. Investors invest in Luapula. We have many things, but again, you find that we are lagging behind. It's not because we are not. It's not because we are late, no. But we've lacked those opportunities. So this chapter, the cry of the community, it was so difficult to write because it sounded political. But in actual sense, it's not political. I'm just talking about Luapula province and what it is.
Yeah, no, I think that's important because nowadays, you have to watch out, especially we're heading toward an election. So you have to sort of, watch out. So, I mean, as we sort of talked about this, but who did you write this book for? Did you write the book for the dreamer? Did you write the book for the struggling young person? Did you write the book for the future leader? Who is this book written for? Or is it written for all three?
Actually, I would say it's for dreamers, it's for future leaders, it's for youth who are struggling. Because the reason why I've said this, because it's contained different chapters. So we have chapters that is suitable for dreamers. We have chapters that is suitable for future leaders. We have chapters which is suitable for those youths who are struggling, encouraging them, telling them that you matter. Despite what you are going through, you are not supposed to commit suicide. You're not supposed to engage yourself in drug abuse. You have the future that is waiting for you. So we have those chapters that is suitable for those. And we also have chapters that's suitable. I'm dreaming to say in future industries who have made that attention Luapula Expo, what people are exhibiting, you find that Luapula has potential to change even the nation, but we've lacked some opportunity. Some itself is for the same dreamers. People dream better Luapula province. Not only that, also it's also talking about those future leaders. There's a chapter they call for youth. There's a last chapter in the same book, call for youth. So the call for youth to develop their community. That's the chapter. So it's the call for youth now. How can youths develop their communities? So the book is also talking not only for you to develop the community. You're not even supposed to be in leadership. You're not supposed even to join politics. No, once I join politics, that's when I can develop my community. No, the book is encouraging those people because you find that people are having motive to join politics for them to develop their communities or for them to leave maybe an impact in the community. It's not always that you need to become a politician. No, but sometimes you can just a mere person, but leaving impact on people. Like, I can give an example of Mikangwa. You've seen what the impact that they've put on. It's not only to future leaders, not politicians only. You can be a leader at church, but it's leaving an impact in the community. So that's what about the book. So it's gathered in all those three areas that you mentioned.
Wow, I like that. If there is one person watching that feels unseen or discouraged, what would you tell them? What would you tell that person? Whoever was watching, maybe there's a person watching that will feel discouraged or, unseen. What would you say to encourage them?
Actually, what I can tell them is that they need to read the book, Motherland. When they read the book, they'll testify.
They'll testify. Amen.
They'll testify.
Amen.
Yeah. They'll testify. So what I can encourage them is that soft copy are the location that you are, whether you are in America, you are in South Africa, you are in Nigeria, you are in any country, the book will be available for you so that to go through that book. Those people or those youths who are feeling maybe unheard, who are feeling maybe I'm not valuable, maybe the society itself is not counting on them, it's high time that they need to start believing themselves. Because for you to do many things or for you to develop what you want to develop, you need to believe in yourself. After believing in yourself, then other people believe in you also. So the book is speaking to many youths. Even those people who are not within Zambia, the book will be available on some platforms. Okay. We are pushing for Amazon. It's that the financial constraints is the one that is limiting us. But we really want even those people who are in the diaspora, people who are not within Zambia, they can have access to this book. I think by reading that book, they'll start believing themselves to say, okay, what this young man or what this character Kapambwe Mansa, that's the main in this book, what he went through and what he achieved through the same stories, I think they'll feel encouraged. Because Kapambwe Mansa in that book, he has been integrated, he has been rejected, okay? Being rejected at the point where maybe you're about to pull through. Then someone rejecting you, maybe I can say, let me give just a simple story. Like there was a time where when I was at Mkua University, I was doing biomedicine. So there was a certain man who was sponsoring me. So the time I was at Mkua molecular medicine in India. So we started pushing with a certain man, the visa thing, the passport thing. Then only 2 weeks remain for me to travel or to go to India. That's when the same man was sponsoring. After 2 weeks, the wife of the same man was sponsoring had a dream. Then in that dream, she saw that after I went to India, in that dream, that's what she saw. After I went to India, then I had a lot of money. Then after coming back to Zambia, I stopped counting on them. Then I changed the mind. So after the wife having that dream, then she told the husband that I had a dream. After blessings, went to India. After he came back, then he stopped sponsoring us. He changed the mind. 2 weeks was meant for me to go to India. That's when the man changed the mind to say, I won't sponsor you. You want to go to India. That's how everything was cancelled because of the dream. So through the same, people feel encouraged to say, despite other people can reject you, but you need to keep on going. You need to focus. You need to keep on going, and you need to believe in yourself. Okay?
Yeah.
So the title of the book is Motherland. That's the title of the book. Yeah, Motherland. So you need to focus and you need to keep on going. Despite what people can say about you, Despite the negativity that people can say about you, you need to keep on going. Yeah.
Wow. So as we wind down, my final question is, if every young person watching tonight chose to rise, chose to use their own voice like you, and chose to live with their purpose. So if every young person lived with purpose, what would our motherland, Zambia, become? Can you hear me?
I'm telling you, Zambia will be a better place. And even though those people are in a diaspora, people abroad, they can come back and start enjoying Zambia. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Zambia can be a better place. Even those people are in the diaspora, people are abroad, they can come back.
And we'll come back. Yeah, because it's our motherland.
Zambia, not because they wanted to, but because of the environment. Young people are the fuel, a spark plug. A spark plug is the one that will make the engine to work. So young people, I always say that we can rise today, not only depending on the government. Because in the same book, I've talked about young people not only depending on the government, not only depending on white collar job. No. Young people need to use their talents, needs to use their skills to develop their motherland. It's not only white collar job that can make you to develop motherland. No, even skills can make you to develop motherland.
Yes. Wow. Chanda, blessings prosper. Amazing. God bless you, my brother. Please tell us where, when your book comes out and how we can support you.
Launched the 6 this year here in Mansa, Luapula province. But I'm just hoping and wishing for the well wishers. I can tell you, I just want to be honest with you. I'm talking about hosting the book or launching the book, but I don't have anything. But faith is the one that's keeping me going. Amen. I don't have any money. I don't have anything. But if I tell you that, number one, we need to book for a venue. We need to look for printing some copies. We need to do some tickets. And we need also to look for refreshment for those people who are going to come. So these things, there are many, but we don't have anything. But what I believe that we are going to launch this book. So for those who are watching this book or watching this interview, they can sponsor, they can be one of the partners, one of the sponsors, so that we launch this book, so that we launch this motherland. It's a movement. Okay, when we launch this book together, it's a movement. You are going to help one young person who is feeling neglected, young person who is thinking that, I think I'm not valuable. Someone wants to kill him or herself. By reading this book, they'll feel me, so we launch this book financially or materially. Yeah, we can do it because from the
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, brother. You heard it. So it launches at the launch is the end of next month, and of course we'll have our brother's information on our social media page. Please, if you can support. We're also doing, of course, our fundraiser for Joyce, who you met last week. For those of who are viewers. To ensure that she gets a printer. If you have not heard that story, we ask that you will watch it. It was a very inspiring story. And you can also support our brother here. We're all about supporting our young people as we head back to the motherland. You heard him. he has set out a call for those in the diaspora to come back home. Even if you cannot come back home physically, you can still support. I know there's financial constraints, but if you can just chip in and help him out and help our sister out as well, we believe that God will make a way somehow, because I don't know about you, but I've been inspired by our brother's story. He's articulated very well, and I think if there's one constant, the one constant is that the hand of God has been over his life. So, brother, blessings. We look forward to the book launch. We look forward to supporting you. We look forward to you coming back again. Thank you so much, my brother. I've appreciated this conversation. God bless you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for hosting me.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
Humbled.
You are welcome. So next
I know
week,
how the connection came, but
we thank God.
Thank you very much.
It was amazing. It was amazing. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So for our viewers, next week, Pastor Nathan will be back in the chair. I appreciate you all. We're going to be, as we head toward the election, please keep in tune with ZBTR TV. Of course, you know that this is the place where we inform people. This is the place where we inspire people. I look forward to seeing you again next month, although I think we'll see, maybe we'll have a special, but I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you very much for watching. Again, thanks for Pastor Nathan for this opportunity. Please share, please subscribe, and please share this interview, and please share our platform. We want to ensure that we are reaching out to as many people as possible. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
Zambia Blog Talk Radio.